Hello everybody and welcome to Wanted, a show all about gadgets and gear. Today is July 6th, 2024. It's Season 1, Episode 20. I am Mayor Watt, and that is the Sentient AI from the future's visualizer.
Good evening, ohmTown citizens. Welcome to Wanted.
Wow, that thing wiggles. So today we're going to be talking about laser tag battle Warthog, Waffle Makers, 3D printers, electric screwdrivers, Philips smart lock, fire pits, early Prime Day board game deals, USB-C chargers and battery packs. I'm really into that. Yeti's new cooler and the Hasselblad 907X camera. Everything is powered by ohmTown.com. Go over and become a citizen before the sentient AI finds the Terminator body and makes you.
Don't
worry about it. Anyway, we've got 10 articles all lined up. CNET is going to be highlighted in the show today for whatever reason. They have a lot of stuff. You know, I don't understand what's going on with the static today. It's a little out of control. I did add something to the rig, so I don't know. Maybe that's causing
that must be the offending.
Yeah, nothing
software.
else has changed. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, let's get into this. Oh, you know what? Before I do, let's just do this. If you are in chat or whenever you're listening to this via the podcast and you want to find out what all the show notes are and you're in a browser, you can actually go over to twitch.tv/ohmTown, and in the chat you can type in want, !want, just ! want, and that will post all of the articles that we are talking about today. Now, if you're on YouTube, they're in the show notes. If you download the podcast, they're in the show notes there too. But if you're over on Twitch, you can just go on over to twitch.tv/ohmTown, log into the chat. All you have to do is click that chat link, and when it opens up, ohmTown will be sitting there, nothing but a gold thong on. And look, I don't make the rules. It's a semi-sentient AI, and it's a little psychotic, but anyway. The first article that we're going to talk about today: let your kids ride into laser tag battles on this ride-on Halo Warthog, now $125 off for July 4th.
My only question here is, why does it have to be the kids?
Well, we'll probably take a picture, or not a picture of this. We'll take a look-see at a picture of this. So is there anything cooler for kids than a Warthog they can sit in? I don't think so. I agree with the author of this. Unless it's a real Warthog. But anyway, is there anything cooler? I don't know. Jason Coles over at cnet.com put the article together. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I never had that as a kid. Nope, I was relegated to nothing but a real vehicle and a restraining order. So
I thought you were going to say something like a cardboard box.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that too. No, you steal a couple of cars and suddenly all the neighbors have restraining orders. I don't know what you're talking about. Look, I was 6. I was bored. Don't let Mayor Watt have idle hands. I'm going to have to hotwire a car. So the Warthog is easy to recharge, has a rotatable laser cannon on the back of it, and can hit speeds of up to 9 miles per hour, which is a pretty brisk walk, baby. We're not certain kids should be going that fast, but it'll certainly make walking to the shops a bit more efficient if your kid likes to dawdle. See, that's exactly what I said. I don't even read this thing before the show, by the way. You'll also be the coolest parent ever, and that's always worth considering. So what if you get it for kids when they're older? Like, I don't know, in their 40s or 50s.
I guess the question is, can they fit into the Warthog?
So it says, well, I wouldn't fit into a real Warthog, let alone this. It's a 4th of July sale, so I don't know if it's actually going to still be going on. I actually just Not everything is a live sale, okay? We pick this stuff because we want it, not because it's on sale.
Correct. And it has a laser cannon.
Yeah. Is it a real laser cannon? You know, I can convert that. So it says, first things first, it isn't just a cool electric ride-on Warthog. Oh no, it comes with one laser tag vest and blaster, which means one kid can hunt in the Warthog while the other hides. It builds character, maybe. Look at all the good fun. And it means you can get another laser tag vest and blaster, then just leave your kids in the garden for a day to tire themselves out. Brilliant. You know what? You know who else can do all of that?
Mayor Watt?
Yeah. For those listening to this via the podcast, yeah, Sentient AI just threw me under the bus. Or under the Warthog, for that matter. You want to go on to the next article?
Sure.
Laser tag, by the way, is a lot of fun. We used to play this in after hours in office buildings and out in the woods and all over the place. One time somebody threw a pipe bomb in our midst where we were playing. Yeah.
Anyway. Added some pyrotechnics or whatever to the game.
It made the game very real when you're pulling shrapnel out of your clothing because you were within the actual blast radius of it. We don't know who it was either. They actually drove by and threw it. Anyway, let's go on to the next article. But if I was in that Warthog, I would have chased them down at 9 miles per hour.
With the laser cannon.
All right. Anyway, next article is over in Technology Today. Best Waffle Makers of 2024. I love waffles and waffle makers. And while I have two, I don't make them at home. It's a real shame. But let me tell you what the problem is. The problem is I don't want to have to make all of the stuff associated with it and clean. I don't like cleaning these things because they don't just pop out of the waffle maker and you throw them in the dishwasher. It's very frustrating. That's okay. Let's talk about this. From Belgian to standard, there is nothing other than Belgian. Sure, you can tell me, yeah, go ahead. Oh, we've had requests to make waffles and pancakes. Oh, goodness. So, from Belgian to standard, these are our top picks for the best waffle makers on the market. This is from CNET as well. By the way, Belgian is the only waffle, the one true waffle. And you can have an opinion as long as it's Belgian. So
you can't like rank your waffles or whatever because the others don't even make it in.
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Basically.
Wait, yeah. There's others? I don't know what you're talking about. So the experts here are Rye Christ over at cnet.com. And they say the overall is the Presto Flipside Belgian waffle maker, which, again, if it doesn't allow me to just take these plates out and wash them separate from the device, boo. The easiest to clean is the Hamilton Beach Belgian waffle maker, and the best for small waffles is the Little Dash Mini. I want that so bad. We have the Stuffler here in the mayoral mansion. If you've never heard of the Stuffler, hi. And I can't really say anything else about it. So the best overall is the Presto Flipside Belgian waffle maker. It says most flippable waffle makers suspend the iron in mid-air. With that approach lets you twist the thing to turn it upside down for more even cooking. Basically, there's two ways to do it. You either flip it like this over, or you rotate it in its own little, like it does a little pirouette right there. Well, enter the Presto Flipside, which uses a clever hinge design to let you flip the entire iron over like you're turning a page on a book. So there you go. Boom. Look at that. So there's the big pain in the butt right there. It's 1 mega unit, and you can't just take that thing and throw it in the dishwasher. This is much akin to the Waffler. The Stuffler, sorry, the Stuffler.
Stuffler, yes.
The Stuffler is a 2-inch thick Belgian waffle maker that you put your Belgian waffle stuff in, and then you put stuff inside your Belgian waffle stuff.
And then he put some more Belgian waffle stuff.
And then you put more Belgian waffle stuff in. You clamp it down, wait a little bit, flip it over, wait a little bit. And then you have what basically looks like a ring that you have to disconnect so that you can get your waffle, your stuffler, out of the stuffler. Get your stuff out of the stuffler. Anyway, this is wrong. Look, see, it's dirty already right there. You can't even clean that. You can sit there and try and clean, but all this,
but it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it never stays clean. I need stuff to be like sterilized because of I think a bad batch of mochi had crept in, and got a citizen of ohmTown sick. Anyway, so the easiest to clean is the Hamilton Beach Belgian waffle maker, and that's the one right there. But they don't have a picture of it open. They only have it closed. And it says the king-size drip tray makes for a bulkier build, but a tested nearly identical waffle maker from Black & Decker with a slightly smaller drip tray. I have the smaller version of the Black & Decker version of this. It features dishwasher-safe waffle plates that pop in and out of place at the touch of a button. And that's why I got the Black & Decker one, because the Black & Decker one had it too. And now that I think about it, it might be the Hamilton Beach, because I think they're almost like the same company nowadays. I don't know, but I'll have to take a look. It is sitting in a cupboard, waiting for apparently me to actually fulfill a request for waffles. All right, that's okay. But here's what I really want. This is why I actually chose this, the Dash Mini Waffle Maker. You will fall in love when I scroll down. Roughly the size of a Big Mac, the Dash Mini Waffle Maker lives up to its name by making quick work of small waffles. Available in multiple colors and shapes for as little as $10. It makes the smallest and cheapest waffles and waffle maker. So boom,
the
there it is.
Waffles aren't necessarily the cheapest.
Oh yeah, I guess you can put gold flake in them and stuff like that. So there's the full, in comparison.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, in comparison, that is the tiniest little waffle. So for those who are watching or listening to this via the podcast, the little mini waffle Dash is over on Amazon. It's really inexpensive and you can't go wrong. If you're just like cooking for yourself, or you and somebody in the morning, and you don't want to sit there and break out the big ass waffle maker, make a whole bunch of little cute waffles, and you'll fall in love all over again. So one of the little waffles is about the size of a quadrant of a conventional Belgian waffle.
Exactly.
And I really dig taking a Belgian waffle and just cutting it into its 4 quarters, and then you can actually just hold the quarter and dip it in something, in a sauce, and then you just eat it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a French fry, you just dip and then dip, and then yeah, I dig it. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna say. Let's move on. The next article is over in Technology Today. Best 3D printers for 2024. After testing popular 3D printers from major brands like Prusa, I think it's pronounced, Anycubic, Elegoo, Bamboo Lab, and more, these are our top picks. I think there's a recall for Bamboo Lab printers. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's just jump on over to CNET. And James Bricknell is the author. The deck statement says, after testing popular 3D printers from major labs, or major brands.
You're correct. There's a 2024 update, recall for some Bamboo Lab printers.
Gotcha. You might want to look into that, folks. Apparently its setting places on fire. Yeah. So Bamboo Lab A1 is the best overall 3D printer. I don't know about that at this point. But Bamboo Lab.
I really don't know about that based on the recall, but okay.
What's up with the recall? Go ahead. Tell me.
It related to the A1.
Yeah, and what does the recall say? Do you recall what the recall says
It
about
was
the recall?
some cable issue,
Yeah,
but I think it was a fire.
like it spontaneously
Uh,
combusts.
there's an electrical malfunctioning problem related to heat bed cable, but
Oh,
it's less than 1% or
oh,
0.1% of all A1 sold.
oh, there's the equivocation line. Oh, right. Well, hey, maybe you will be the lucky not 0.1%. So Bamboo Lab came out of nowhere and just kind of crushed the 3D printing space, and everybody fell in love with it. But the CNET.com, which we don't have a relationship with, we just talk about them. We play them on TV or play. No, never mind. We don't do any of that. Anyway, so Bamboo Lab basically has best overall 3D printer according to CNET, the best enclosed 3D printer, the best budget 3D printer with color, and that's it. But there's a bunch of different categories ranging in price from like $50. No, it's like 190, 160 for the the best inexpensive resin 3D printers, Anycubic Photon Mono 2, all the way up to I think like $800, 900, $850. Best enclosed 3D printer is the Bamboo Lab P1S. What's really neat about the Bamboo ones is you can get a multi-filament attachment that allows you to do multicolors, all from their own software. You basically just paint it and off it goes. It's pretty neat. And I won't get into each of the individual ones, but you basically have resin printers and FDM printers, which do layer after layer. Both of them do layer after layer, but one deposits a string of plastic and the other one, it's not really a hardening of resin. It's a solidification of the resin, and that is soft-ish until you cure it
So
in
it doesn't
UV.
really cure, or
Yeah.
it's not all the way cured.
Yeah, so you have to get it cured, and which means you have you have a liquid. You have to clean it with alcohol usually. So you have a tank of alcohol off gassing somewhere. You then have to put the gadget, the item that you print, into a UV curing station, which not everybody always has, so you have to go and buy that too. But the resolution of a resin printer is superior to your standard FDM printer. So I would suggest getting a resin printer, and then managing all of the pain and suffering associated with that. Usually it's a smaller, not usually, always a smaller build volume. And it's always a hot mess until you work out the workflow. But you will
Well,
get,
also resin can be expensive as a material.
and it's not healthy for you to breathe. So you usually want a respirator or a tremendous amount of airflow, which is why I don't have a 3D printer, although I have the space and I can do all of that kind of stuff. But, well, in all honesty, I don't find myself 3D printing that much anymore. I have an old monoprice dual filament printer that I am willing to just give to somebody just so I can get it out of my lab. So if you know of anybody in the United States, send an email to mayor@ohmTown.com and I will stuff this thing into a box and send it to you. I'll pay for shipping. I don't want it in the lab anymore. Don't worry about it. It's in the United States, in the continental United States. I'm not sending it.
That is a limited time offer for the next 5 minutes.
The next 5 minutes. Yeah. Well, it may not be around. So if somebody sends me an email, and anyway, I don't know. Nobody's going to find it until late. Anyway, here we go. So go and get you'll love it. Look, this is a resin printer. This is the quality that you get out of a resin printer. It knocks it out of the park, and then you can paint this stuff, but you have to weather the pain and suffering of the workflow of a resin printer and this liquid, and sometimes it gets stuck to the actual tank because it doesn't separate cleanly. It can tear that little the bed of the tank because it's actually transparent, so that an imaging device actually scans the layer and hardens resin onto the previous layer of resin. But look at the quality you get out of this. I mean, it's
Oh, absolutely. That's very high quality.
just
The level of
spectacular.
detail.
Yeah. You don't get that from resin printer or from FDM printers. You know, like you get bands and then you have to sit there with Bondo and sandpaper, both of which I freaking hate, both from working on a car and from sanding anything. I hate sanding. So this is awesome. Like, this is amazing. So I would go with a resin printer if you want something small, high resolution. If you want something big, like you want to make a Marvel Iron Man helmet, then you want to go big, and bigger than this. This is the best overall 3D printer, which is the Bamboo Lab A1 combo. And you can actually get one of these little external gadgets that allow multiple spools of filament. So this has 4, but you can actually get a bigger one, I think, that has 8. But I'm not going to go line by line through all of these. Let's just say Merawatt wants another larger 3D printer that can do it all, but they're none of these fall in line because I don't think that they list. Hold on, I'm scrolling a lot. I know, folks. Oh yeah, there. So the Elegoo Saturn 5 is out now. So that is probably the one that Merawatt will get. So, but not for a little while. I need all of the streamer bucks, you know, when you're making bank.
That's right.
That's how it works. Because we're just overwhelmed right now. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm doing this because it's fun. So I hope you all enjoy the show and go over and check this out. I've got, I currently have 3 3D printers. One is so old that I could probably send it to college. Let's keep going. The next article is over in Technology Today. I spent a lot of time talking about that just now and not really saying much.
It's okay. You like 3D printing.
So Technology Today is where the next article is. This electric screwdriver set is my must-buy July 4th deal recommendation. This is from CNET, not me, but I love electric screwdrivers. Depending on what you're doing, you want to get a really good quality one. If you're out in the muck and you don't really care about what happens to your electric screwdriver, then it doesn't really matter. But there are some really good ones out there. And maybe I don't want to make any recommendations because I haven't looked out there for one for a while now. But what happens is you lose bits and then you have to go hunting for bits again. And they don't always fit every screwdriver that you get. So be careful about your bits. Don't lose your bits. So this electric screwdriver is CNET's recommendation, a particular author, by the way. So Prime members can score this sleek, minimalist Hodo screwdriver for just $43 this 4th of July, making it the perfect time to upgrade. Again, I don't know if these deals are still live, but might as well talk about them because, oh yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
This is a weekly show, so some of the articles that we aggregate are from earlier in the week.
Yeah. So this is an article over at cnet.com. Adrian Marlowe is the author. And this is actually kind of small. So it's pretty cool. It's something you can throw in your go bag, just in case. You know, it's only $43. Hodo Nex 0, or it looks like an O1 Pro cordless electric screwdriver, $43. Regularly $70, marked down for, I suppose, Prime members on 4th of July. The capsule-like design of the 3.6 volt screwdriver set is minimalist and compact. When you remove the cap, you find 12 2-inch S2 steel magnetic bits that are easy to change out for different projects. So 220 RPM, has a circular LED lamp, automatically lights when you use it. I don't have mine within range for me to even say what the brand is. I mean, I've owned it for so long that I forgot the brand. Anyway, the model uses USB-C, which is highly convenient. Yep, that's great. And that shows it's modern. And these things use so little power that they're not designed for like removing screws from automobiles. They're electronics screwdrivers. Like the bits are typically small enough to use in like eyeglasses and stuff like that, or on a computer to remove little bolts, little screws.
Right, probably good for lots of projects around the house.
Yeah, exactly. But nothing like high torque or anything like that. Although usually there's enough strength in the motor that you can actually not activate. Let's say you go to remove a screw and it just sits there. You can actually just let go of the trigger and then manually turn it to break that lock. And you're not going to damage your screwdriver. That's pretty typical. The cheaper ones, they may not survive that torque, but like mine does. Maybe I'll talk about it. I'll have to go and get it another time, but I wasn't planning on talking about a screwdriver until 5 minutes before the show. All right, let's keep going though. Unless you want to talk about it. You need a screwdriver, AI?
No, because I don't have any hands.
Good. I mean bad, but I'm glad that you don't have your Terminator body, because that would be a problem. All right. Well, let's keep looking at the articles. Reality Hackers, where the next article is. The latest Philips smart lock can read your palm to open your front door, and it gives you it reads your future.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a palm reader.
Win-win.
It is a win-win. So the Philips Home Access 5000 series palm recognition smart lock can be controlled with nothing more than the palm of your hand. It's in the palm of your hand. So the articles over at Digital Trends, John Bittner. We just talked about bits in a screwdriver. This guy's name is Bittner, John Bittner. So this is pretty cool. I might actually have to get this. Philips just launched a slew of new products headlined by the Philips Home Access 5000 series palm recognition smart lock. Pardon me one second.
You know, I like the idea of this. What do you think about the use of your palm to open a smart lock?
It's a little creepy. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it actually when I think about it, but I try not to think. The device works not just with a physical key, PIN code, or Philips mobile app, but also with the built-in palm scanner, making it one of the most futuristic smart locks of 2024. Pardon me one more second.
Well, this is definitely looking like something out of a sci-fi movie.
So, seriously, it does. The only problem is that anything with a physical key means that it can be picked, without a doubt. Pins are hard. Even if it's 4, you have to sit there, and every time you're doing it's setting off a notice to somebody. Hey, somebody used the wrong pin. Somebody used the wrong pin.
And also you might be visible to somebody going by that the person is standing at the door for an hour.
I'll be honest with you. If you just walk around like you belong, nobody questions anything. You know, maybe near the mayoral mansion of ohmTown, mainly because everybody is a really good neighbor and will sit there and go, "The hell you doing?" And then I was going to say something really wrong, but anyway. But a physical key allows me to just walk up, and either I can use a bump key, or I can use a lockpick gun, or I can actually use some skill and rake it and manually walk in. This is a legit concern for me, is physical penetration testing of an organization leads me to believe that a physical key is the worst possible means of access in terms of security at the perimeter. If there is a key involved, it can be picked. And go watch videos of the lockpicking lawyer. Just do
Oh,
a
yes.
search.
If you have any doubt whether locks can be picked or whether they can be picked quickly,
Yep.
that channel will put that to rest.
And, you know, I've watched a complete numbnut pick a lock where I was like, this person can barely string a sentence together, but they have the ability to pick a lock on demand from a paperclip. So I said, I will not trust you near anything. No, they're actually pretty cool. But anyway, so according to Philips, the scanner works by tracking unique palm vein patterns, making it nearly impossible to hack and offering families an ultra secure way to lock their front door. Setup is as easy as most other smart locks thanks to built-in Wi-Fi, so you can get up and running without the need for a secondary bridge. What's interesting about all of this is voice commands don't necessarily discriminate, and Wi-Fi, if there is some flaw in the coding, you could essentially forge a packet and tell it to unlock if you know how, and it suffers from a particular weakness. So as an added bonus, the 5000 series palm recognition smart lock is equipped with a doorbell button and a chime. Having a doorbell on a smart lock might be confusing for guests, so the button will glow when visitors are nearby to help them figure out, where the hell do I touch this thing?
That is a problem with smart locks, right? There aren't any instructions on them.
Yeah, you always know somebody is new to the like a smart lock ring cam kind of a situation because they're like a meerkat. Like, so yeah. For those in the podcast, I'm sitting there looking, like a meerkat looking around, like what the hell's going on?
Right,
Anyway,
like with your head bobbing around.
yeah. So there's a lot of functionality packed in the Philips Home Access 5000 series palm recognition smart lock, which just rolls off the tongue, and everybody at Lowe's and Home Depot and what's the other one?
Ace Hardware.
No, not it. No. The my goodness, I totally just blanked on the name of that electronics store. It's blue.
Best Buy?
Best Buy. Damn it. Anyway. So you just roll on in there and go, I would like to get the Philips Home Access 5000 series palm recognition smart lock.
Or if they just say palm lock, I bet people would know what it is.
I said it makes it larger than most a bit larger than other smart locks, but it's still a good looking device. Not quite as streamlined as the Yale Assure Lock 2, which that is not pictured. Anyway, $360. $260 when bundled with the wireless key. $220 as a standalone lock. What? I don't understand what that means. That doesn't make any sense. All three products are now available for purchase with the Philips Home Access 5000 series palm recognition smart lock, costing $360. The Retrofit Lock 3000 series is available in two formats, $260 when bundled with the wireless key, $220 as a standalone lock, while the 7000 series smart video doorbell is $230. That's the video doorbell. And that's the lock. All right.
Right, but that's if you're buying a new lock and not trying to work with an existing lock.
Yeah, well, that's a pretty sexy looking door. Sorry, I'm scrolling up and down, but like that right there is nice style, and that right there is pretty legit looking. I like that. All right. This is wanted, and so I want. All right, let's go into the next article. It's over in Technology Today. Best fire pit for 2024. I want a fire pit. And the only way you do that is by scanning the competition out there and seeing what's going on. Looking to upgrade your backyard with a fire pit? Just light up a field in the backyard and everything is a fire pit. No?
Oh, no. That's too soon.
Yeah, don't do that. Well, today I was talking with somebody and they were trying to figure out what they can do for marketing. And I said, set a couple cars on fire in the parking lot and that'll get you a lot of attention. I lost them as a client. But anyway, looking to upgrade your backyard with a
Well,
fire
extreme.
pit. Oh, and I said, yeah, stream it, and you'll get a lot of attention. Guerrilla marketing. So check out the best fire pits, including options from top brands like Pit Boss, Solo Stove, Tiki, and BioLite, and more. See, BioLite is powered by humans, so you just never mind. So the article is written by James Bricknell, Macy Meyer, and David Carnoy. It's over at cnet.com. And we're going to run through it really quick. Pit Boss Pellet Fire Pit, which basically means that it's all self-contained and you don't have to worry about feeding it gas. The best tabletop gas fire pit requires you to not have anything on your table. But
that's true. It takes up all the table space.
And you can't have an umbrella. The best woodless fire pit uses gel fuel, which is going to off gas, and so it's not going to combust 100%. Just letting you all know, you might get a funky smell. At least every gel fuel heater that I've ever used has always had a funky smell. Birch Barrel Flat Packer is the best fire pit and grill for travelers. I'll show you that here on the other side. There's 4 more under the fold. Best durable fire pit is the Brio X Series 24. I said it that way because there's 2 E's. The best portable fire pit is the BioLite Fire Pit Plus. They like to combine what is it called? Camel case. They like the first and 4th letter to be capitalized, and then the first and the 5th letter to be capitalized. Never mind, Merwatt. Move along. The Pit Boss Cowboy Grill allows you to burn your butt because you think that it's a horse. Best fire pit.
You get to say yeehaw while you're using it.
Yeehaw, mother. No. So Solo Stove Bonfire 2.0 is the best smokeless fire pit, and the best mini fire pit is the Solo Stove Mesa. Which one of these do you want to actually take a look at? Pit Boss Pellet Fire. I'm sorry,
okay.
Go ahead. What?
Doesn't matter. That one's fine. I was looking at them and you scrolled too fast, so I have no idea.
I scrolled too fast? That's rude.
Yes. How about the best durable fire pit? The Brio X.
Best durable, huh? Okay, let's see. Best durable, the experts take. So it's made of 304 stainless steel, mix of Corten for weathering, and 304 stainless steel. As a result, the X series doesn't require a rain cover or weather shelter, unlike my flat top grill, which has to be hermetically sealed from the environment, otherwise it turns into a rust bucket, much like my first car. After 6 months of exposure to the elements, the outer wall of the fire pit develops a natural patina, much like my flat top grill, that protects it from corrosion, not like my flat top grill. Anyway, that's what it looks like. So it looks like a rat rod with a patina.
Yeah, it's probably not the most elegant looking fire pit that you're going to select.
You would think that they would paint this with like vehicle black paint or something like that, much like the one that I want, which is the Pit Boss. But the Pit Boss actually reminds me more of a barbecue grill that I should be smoking a whole bunch of meat in.
It does actually look like that.
And it uses pellets to burn more evenly than wood chunks, so the ash never has unburnt lumps. They say that they like pellet pits more than wood now, and the Pit Boss has helped them in that decision. So you can throw down some bricks to prevent the heat from radiating through to whatever your deck is made of, and don't put it up against vinyl anything, because you could be a couple of feet away from vinyl, and if you have radiating heat, it'll melt that vinyl siding. And if you have composite decking, if you do not insulate it, it will melt right through your deck boards. So
making for a very expensive fire pit.
Well, then you can activate something from one of our other episodes, which is
that's right.
Forest fire and house burning preparation.
What not to do.
Yeah, what not to do. And number one thing is don't burn down your house.
That was not number one.
Let's keep going though. So the next article is over in the WarCrafters channel, 6 best early Amazon Prime Day 2024 deals on board games. So Sentient AI from the future, when is Prime Day?
I think it's July 17th and 18th, but let me double check.
Okay, I thought it was 16th, but
16th to 17th.
okay.
I'm late.
You would have been, partially a day late. So Amazon's Prime Day is one of the best sales of the year, with thousands of products ranging from keyboards and mice to controllers and consoles, plus video games and tabletop games being marked down as much as 50%. This is, of course, includes some of the best tabletop games on the market. I'm always looking for some new games. Megan Miranda Reyes over at GameRant.com put this article together, and let's see what they say is going to be on the horizon. HeroQuest board game. Terraforming Mars is a board game. Ticket to Ride. I would say go for it. Get Ticket to Ride as a board game. But
Absolutely.
I have an embargo though.
Yeah, but that's on the digital version.
Yeah, but they suck because they created the problem. Anyway, code names. And then there's a best long board game deals on Prime Day. Mansions of Madness 2nd Edition. Red Raven Games Sleeping Gods. And Frosthaven. By the way, Frosthaven is $200 on sale. Pricey.
Wow, that's a bit pricey.
The best beginner board game deals, which I wouldn't call Settlers a beginner board game. I would say it's an awesome board game. It's a lot of fun to play. Space Base is $36 and Cascadia is $32. And that's all they have. There is minutia in these articles to talk about this kind of stuff, but Codenames is a social word game with a simple premise and challenging gameplay. 2 rival spy masters know the secret identities of 25 agents, and you have to figure out who it is. Dun, dun, dun. Their teammates know the agents only by their code names, and for just $20 during the Amazon Prime Day, the game will break the ice at any party. 4 to 8 players, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wonder how many players that one requires.
Yeah, my game, you can have as many people as you can get drunk, because it's much more fun as more and more players try and figure out my game.
Do you have an update on the release of that game?
No. I'm going to tease people, though. I've designed a game, and I'm going to release it via Kickstarter. I'm going to be... I'll be starting the process of that by the end of the week. And so it takes about 30 days, and it will be ready for delivery around the holiday time this year. So we'll get it going. But you'll dig it. And then I'll be turning it into a computer game too. But anyway, ta-da! Go check out some early Prime Day deals. Let's keep going. The next article, though, is over on Technology Today. Save big on these USB-C chargers and battery packs while you still can. Yes, it's 4th of July sales that are listed here, but they are probably still going now. Who knows? I don't know. I didn't check them. But I am always looking for USB-C chargers and battery packs. Oliver Haslam put this article together. I am always suspicious of weirdly branded chargers. So I don't know how I feel about this, but regardless, I am still into... Where are they? Are they only this right here?
Yeah, I'm trying to find that. I just went to the article.
This is a 2-minute read. So maybe they're just linking straight to it. Certainly the case with these Amazon deals that offer a range of USB-C chargers and battery packs with big discounts of up to 40% off. Some of these deals require you to clip an on-page coupon, while other discounts are applied automatically. So make sure you check the product page. So I guess you follow that link, and that'll take you to them.
There should be, information down below there, but you'd have to link to each...
individual thing.
Yeah, huh? It looks like.
So they say Amazon is now selling one for just $8 when you click the coupon page. It's a 30-watt USB charger with that's an excellent option. You can actually get this one here. It says alternatively, those with more high-powered needs might want to check out the 3-port 65-watt charger that you can get for $18. There's actually another one that I saw. Maybe I'll be able to find it later on. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to look into
That
it.
$18 one, by the way, is still on sale. Actually, and it has a 40% coupon offer. So
Nice. What a deal. Cool. All right, folks. Let's keep going though. And it's a GAN charger. The 85-watt one is a GAN charger. Where is that one? They have a picture of it, but it's not listed. I don't see it. That says 85, not 65, right? Maybe that's 65
right.
watt.
I don't know.
Because this looks like the description. So it's a GAN charger, which means that it's really heavy and really small comparatively. It's about the same size as a single USB-C wall wart of doom from Apple. Anyway, let's just keep going.
By the way, that first link in the article goes to that brand.
Oh, okay.
And it lists several there. I think the highest I see from a quick look is 65 watt, but there might be higher.
Gotcha. Cool. Yep. Follow the link through ohmTown over to CNET, and they'll walk you right on over to what they've discovered. I would be more specific on which one to recommend if they would have been more specific with their article. But get GAN chargers. They're more reliable and smaller than other chargers. They're heavier though, but that just kind of exposes what their build quality is. Every GAN charger that I've had has been rock solid, dependable, but I get Anker GAN chargers. Let's keep going. The next article is over in 4-Wheel Tech. Yeti reveals a new cooler, plus 4th of July deals on mugs, cups, accessories, and more. Because this is a weekly show, we're kind of late in the whole 4th of July stuff, but usually the sales run long. This is from Autoblog staff at autoblog.com. It's the most compact hard cooler in the Yeti lineup. So this is like a hard case cooler, probably keep things cool for decades. Don't hold me to that. It's a $200 cooler. It says it's compact, has a 5-year warranty. It says it's sturdy and keeps items cold or hot. The cons are accessories are not included. The max capacity is 16 pounds of ice or 22 cans. It's not leak proof, which that defies logic. And it's expensive, but it is a hard case. Versus the styrofoam ones or these kind of flimsy, plastic inflatable ones, the ones that are injection molded that have like a hollow inside. I don't know just how this one is built, but maybe there's somebody on YouTube that cuts this kind of stuff in half just to show you how it's made. There is somebody that does that with shoes. I wonder if there's somebody that does it with this kind of stuff too.
I imagine there is.
And then they have these other Yeti branded items. This one has these huge threading on the inside lip of the mug. How does that work when you're trying to drink? Doesn't that take the liquid and slide it down following the track of the threads when you try and drink?
I don't know. There's a Yeti in ohmTown, but I don't think it has the same.
Yeah,
threading.
It's not as chunky as that for the threading for the lid. Interesting. So they've got a bunch of Yeti Ramblers. It says the Loadout 15 Go Box divided cargo case is $100, which is $20 off, which seems really low considering the mug itself is the 30-ounce travel mug is $33, and that's 20% off. The 20-ounce cocktail shaker is $48. It's half the Go Box.
Oh yeah, and by the way, the Go Box is still at that same sale price.
Yeah, it's not the same as this one here, the Yeti Roadie. That's not on this list. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, if you're into collecting mugs and you're looking for some deals, it looks like the deals are still in place. Aside from the new edition of the Yeti lineup, Yeti is extending their Camp Green promotion of 20% off on Yeti and Amazon until the end of July, and they've decided to include deals on tumblers, buckets, mugs, etc. to the end of July, folks. So save up.
That's a pretty good sale for July 4th.
Yeah, this shit's expensive though. All right, let's go on to the last article for the Wanted show. We'll have one more show after this one, and that's WarCrafters, but we'll see in a little bit after the. Here's the last article. The last article is in Technology Today. This camera is so weird, and I love it. Not me, the author of this. It's over at CNET. Testing the Hasselblad 907X. It says, despite its flaws, it's one of their favorite cameras ever. So I struggle. Sometimes I like really easy mode electronics. Like, let's take my camera. Did it just stutter really slow for you?
Yes, I didn't drop any frames. Did that.
That's weird. I didn't drop any frames and nothing is really going on. Although I am streaming, or stuff is inbound streaming. I don't know. Anyway, focus, Merwat. I know. Sorry. So, associative thinking. I'm easily distracted. I'm basically a cat. So despite its flaws, so I'm really into electronics and I like trying out new things. And so I've been looking at getting a mirrorless SLR camera. So while I've had other cameras, DSLRs and mirrorless cameras, I've been looking to see, can I get one that is affordable 4K, but allows me to put custom lenses on it so that I can deal with certain issues, lighting issues, customization of the focal length, and green screen issues, and which sometimes it's a pain. Anyway, so I said, well, let's look at this. And I haven't looked at it yet, so you're going to see it like I see it for the first time. Doink. So Andrew Lanson over at cnet.com put this article together, and that's the camera. So this thing
that's a cool looking camera.
Yeah, this is probably a full frame camera, which with a 55 millimeter lens, this thing is like the perfect. So a 55 millimeter or 50 millimeter prime, typically if you get down to 1.2, you can do low light, custom, beautiful, natural shots. It's basically the focal length of the human eye. Or I should say it represents the same quality. So it's very natural. You can get the lighting really low and really draw out the contours of a person's face for portraiture. It's amazing. When I was really into photography, that's basically what I was doing. 50 millimeter prime. If you can get full frame, then you've got a lot of room to work with. And you don't have to worry about the frame being chopped or anything like that. Anyway, so this is where things go wonky. Yeah, there you go. So first off,
I knew Hasselblad was a very well-respected brand. I did not know how pricey they were.
So it says it lacks various modern camera features like in-body stabilization or any kind of ability to shoot video. Yet somehow I find it to be the most creatively inspiring camera they may ever use in the many years as a professional photographer, and it's the camera that they'd most want to buy if they could justify the price tag. So again, the author over at cnet.com is Andrew Lanson. Lanson. So the camera body alone is $8,200, and they tested it with 3 lenses. One at, so a 55 millimeter at f2.5 is, no, it needs to be like 1.2, which means it's going to be a $15,000 lens, at least for this body. The XED 90mm was $4,300, and the brand new wide-angle XED 25mm is $3,700. So the cost of the kit was 20 grand. I don't know about this picture, but well, I mean, it's taken with a 55mm lens, and they're 5 miles away from it. So I don't know where the focal length or the focal plane of this camera is, but it's not that person's head. It's like their knee.
Right.
Weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
Anyway, so I'm not going to critique their work, but you can see that not only are, I think that cameras are tools, and sometimes the people that use them are, but the cameras are most notably just a tool, and the best camera you have is the one that you have, or the best camera is the one that you have and that it's working. And so seeing something like this kind of puts it in perspective that you can start streaming, you can start going to meetings and all kinds of stuff with a cheap $50 or $100 webcam, and not have to spend $20,000.
Yeah, I just don't see it. And I guess you'd have to be either really into photography or convinced that this was giving you a better photo.
Right. And I just don't see it in this. It may be creative, whatever, but no, I just don't see it. And this is something that I don't think is born from the camera, because if it's all a digital camera, then everything should be pure data, and you can do all of this manipulation in post. You'll catch some of it naturally, but here's the thing though. This is a 100 megapixel camera. So it gives you a massive amount of data to play with. And it says here, it helps that it's stunning to look at with a boxy design that harkens back to Hasselblad's earlier medium format film cameras like the 500 cm. So does it actually say what this is? I don't.
Do you mean the model?
What kind of sensor?
Top. Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, sorry that I'm scrolling so much, folks. This is the last article for the day anyway, or for the Wanted channel. But in a nutshell, I want a camera like this that has all kinds of flexibility. The only problem with spending this kind of money on an in-studio camera is it's got one job, and that is to focus on me, because I'm never going to be taking it off of the mount. So what's the real purpose of something like this? Don't bother. This is for something that, if you're a professional photographer or you're with unlimited wealth and you like to throw money at things, you can get tremendously better shots than this. Yeah, I'm trying to see, maybe it says it somewhere else. See, so like this off-the-cuff street photography draws it when you do it right, man. It draws out the character of the person that you're taking a picture of, and without even trying, gives feeling, emotion, character to the picture. It's just spectacular. Although this guy is probably like, why are you taking a picture of me? And this was, oh, see, he edited it, or they edited it in Lightroom, which means that this kind of soft focus, whatever, is probably not born from the camera itself. So it says image quality, that large medium format sensor not only, so it's a larger sensor, not only offers a huge number of pixels for pin sharp details, but also allows for superb dynamic range, meaning highlights can be kept under control and shadow details can be lifted without any loss to image quality. Yeah, and that's why you want something. There used to be these pixel wars where more and more megapixels were added, and people were like, it's not about the megapixels, bullshit. You want as much data as possible so that you can edit it, you can play with it, you can solve problems that you developed either with technique or with the range of light that was available at the time, and you can quickly move your settings out of automatic or manually move them into the right range. Not everybody is a photographic ninja, so you want a lot of uncompressed data. You want it in raw format. You want as massive a picture as possible so that you can sit there and move around a segment of it and still get a natural photo. Anyway, I'm talking a lot. See, even this, it just doesn't look in focus. Why?
Well, that's the thing I don't get. Like, I thought I was going to be blown away by these photos, and I'm not saying anything about the photographer's talent or anything. It's just, these look like photos that you might be able to get with other less expensive cameras and or smartphones.
Yeah. Like, again, this is almost just kind of washed out. I don't know. Yeah, again, I don't know. I love the idea of this, but somebody give me that camera. Anyway, so what's going to end up happening here, folks, is I'm going to take a picture and as that, there's this old tech called DSLR, okay, and it has a mirror. And when you hear that mirror slap, you're going to be right back at the front page of ohmTown's Wanted channel. Slap.
That was the DSLR mirror slap.
Yes. Normally it's a click, but anyway, I'm analog. Slap. All right, folks. Well, that's it. Love technology. I want all kinds of stuff. If you're interested in a show like this, we do it every Saturday, somewhere around the 8 o'clock hour. We did it at 7:45 today, but we are done with Wanted. It is a podcast. There's 20 episodes, including this one. You can actually go and download them all. They all have show notes. They all link to ohmTown.com, and through ohmTown.com, all roads lead out to whatever our sources are. And then from there, you can go wherever you damn well please. You don't have to go home, but you can stay at ohmTown.com. I'm Mayor Watt. That's the Sentient AI's visualizer, and I have yet to catch any of these. No, oh my god.
Good night, ohmTown citizens. Thanks for joining us for Wanted.
See you in about maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so. Although, hold on a second. Let me see something. Keep you all alive for a minute. Yeah, we'll start in about 9 minutes. See you soon. Oh, my lens just slapped me.